Most people over 50 dismiss that heavy aching feeling in their legs as just getting older. They ignore the cold feet that never seem to warm up, even under thick blankets. They accept the painful cramps that jolt them awake at night as normal aging. But what if I told you these aren't separate little problems you have to live with? What if I told you there's one specific nutrient that could transform how your legs and feet feel, and you can find it in your local grocery store right now? I'm talking about the number one nutrient for blood flow that most seniors are unknowingly deficient in. And today, we're going to reveal exactly what it is and how to get it naturally through simple foods you probably already enjoy. The truth is, poor blood circulation in your legs and feet isn't just about discomfort. When blood can't flow properly to your extremities, it means your entire circulatory system is struggling. Your heart has to work harder. Your brain receives less oxygen. Toxins build up throughout your body. This silent breakdown sets the stage for serious health problems after age 50. But here's the incredible news. There is one nutrient that acts like a master key for your entire circulatory system. It's so powerful that medical researchers call it the circulation miracle. Yet most people over 50 are walking around with dangerously low levels of this vital compound, simply because they don't know what it is or where to find it. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 68-year-old woman who came to see me last year. She could barely walk to her mailbox without her legs feeling like lead weights. Every night, painful cramps would wake her from sleep. Her feet were so cold that she wore wool socks to bed even in summer. She was convinced this was just her new reality. But after I explained this one critical nutrient and showed her exactly how to get it from simple foods, everything changed. Within 6 weeks, Margaret was walking her dog again. The night cramps disappeared. Her feet felt warm for the first time in years. She told me it felt like she had her life back. So what is this miracle nutrient? It's vitamin K2. Not regular vitamin K, but specifically vitamin K2. And the difference between these two forms of vitamin K is absolutely crucial for your circulation. Most people know a little about vitamin K because doctors mention it when prescribing blood thinners. But what they don't tell you is that there are actually two completely different types of vitamin K, and they do very different things in your body. Vitamin K1 is found in green leafy vegetables, and yes, it helps with blood clotting. But vitamin K2 is the real circulation superstar. It's found in completely different foods, and it has a unique job that directly impacts the blood flow in your legs and feet. Here's what makes vitamin K2 so special for circulation. As we age, calcium starts to deposit in places where it doesn't belong, like the walls of our arteries and blood vessels. This process is called calcification, and it's like rust building up inside your pipes. The blood vessels become stiff and narrow, making it incredibly difficult for blood to flow freely, especially to your feet and legs, which are the farthest from your heart. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic director for calcium in your body. It has the remarkable ability to pull calcium out of your arteries and blood vessels where it causes problems, and shuttle it into your bones where it belongs. This process literally reverses arterial calcification and restores flexibility to your blood vessels. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses. When calcium builds up inside them, it's like mineral deposits clogging the hose. Water can barely trickle through. But vitamin K2 acts like a powerful cleaner that dissolves those deposits and restores full water pressure. Except in your body, we're talking about restoring full blood flow to your legs and feet. The science behind this is absolutely fascinating. Japanese researchers discovered that people who eat foods high in vitamin K2 have dramatically lower rates of heart disease and much better circulation well into their 80s and 90s. They found that vitamin K2 activates special proteins called matrix proteins that literally grab calcium molecules and escort them away from artery walls. But here's the problem. Most Western diets contain almost no vitamin K2. We get plenty of vitamin K1 from salads and vegetables, but vitamin K2 is found in completely different foods that many people avoid or simply don't know about. The absolute best source of vitamin K2 is something called natto, which is fermented soybeans. It's a traditional Japanese food that contains more vitamin K2 than any other food on Earth. But let's be honest, natto is an acquired taste that most Americans find challenging. Fortunately, there are other excellent sources that taste much better. Grass-fed beef contains good amounts of vitamin K2, especially the fattier cuts. The reason is that cows eating grass produce vitamin K2 in their tissues, but cows eating grain and corn produce very little. Hard cheeses, especially aged cheeses like Gouda and Brie, are fantastic sources of vitamin K2. The longer the cheese is aged, the more vitamin K2 it contains. This is because the bacteria used in cheese making actually produce vitamin K2 as part of the fermentation process. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens are another excellent source. The key is pasture-raised, not just cage-free or free-range. Chickens that eat bugs and grass produce eggs with significantly more vitamin K2 than chickens eating commercial feed. Butter from grass-fed cows contains vitamin K2, and this is why traditional cultures that ate a lot of grass-fed dairy had such good cardiovascular health. They were getting vitamin K2 without even knowing it. The beautiful thing about getting vitamin K2 from these foods is that you're not just improving your circulation. You're also strengthening your bones, because vitamin K2 helps calcium get into your skeleton where it prevents fractures and osteoporosis. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old man who started adding aged Gouda cheese and grass-fed butter to his daily diet after learning about vitamin K2. He had been struggling with restless leg syndrome for years. Every night, his legs would feel so uncomfortable that he couldn't fall asleep. He tried every remedy he could find with no success. After 3 months of eating foods rich in vitamin K2, the restless leg syndrome completely disappeared. But that wasn't all. His legs stopped feeling heavy and tired during the day. He could climb stairs without getting winded. His doctor was amazed at how much his circulation had improved during his next checkup. Now, you might be wondering how much vitamin K2 you need. The research suggests that most people need between 100 to 200 micrograms per day for optimal circulation benefits. To put that in perspective, 3 ounces of aged Gouda cheese contains about 75 micrograms. 2 egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens contain about 30 micrograms. A tablespoon of butter from grass-fed cows contains about 15 micrograms. So you can see how easy it is to get adequate vitamin K2 by simply choosing the right foods. You don't need massive amounts. You just need consistent daily intake from the right sources. But here's something crucial that most people don't know. Vitamin K2 works much better when you take it with healthy fats. This makes perfect sense when you think about it, because vitamin K2 is a fat-soluble vitamin. That aged cheese naturally comes with fat. Those egg yolks are rich in healthy fats. The grass-fed butter is pure fat. This is why trying to get vitamin K2 from supplements isn't nearly as effective as getting it from food. The natural foods provide the vitamin K2 along with the fats needed for optimal absorption. There's also an important safety consideration I need to mention. If you're taking prescription blood-thinning medication like warfarin or Coumadin, you need to be very careful about suddenly increasing your vitamin K intake of any kind. These medications work by blocking vitamin K, so dramatically changing your vitamin K intake can affect how well the medication works. However, this doesn't mean you can't benefit from vitamin K2. It just means you need to work with your doctor to monitor your blood levels and possibly adjust your medication dose. Many cardiologists are now recognizing the circulation benefits of vitamin K2 and are helping their patients incorporate it safely. The key is consistency. Rather than avoiding vitamin K2 entirely, many doctors now recommend eating a consistent amount each day so they can adjust the blood thinner dose accordingly. This way, you get the circulation benefits while maintaining proper blood clotting control. For everyone else not on blood thinners, vitamin K2 is remarkably safe. Unlike some vitamins that can build up to toxic levels, excess vitamin K2 is easily eliminated by the body. The Japanese have been eating high amounts of vitamin K2 for centuries with no adverse effects. But vitamin K2 is just the foundation. To maximize its circulation benefits, there are a few simple things you can do every day that work synergistically with this miracle nutrient. First, elevate your legs for 15 minutes each evening. This uses gravity to help blood flow back to your heart, and reduces pressure in your leg veins. It's amazingly effective and costs nothing. Second, take a brief cool water rinse on your legs at the end of your shower. The temperature change causes your blood vessels to contract and then expand, which is like exercise for your circulatory system. Third, do simple calf raises throughout the day. Rise up on your toes 10 to 15 times whenever you think of it. Your calf muscles act like a second heart, pumping blood back up from your feet. Fourth, massage your legs with upward strokes using a bit of lotion or oil. Always massage from your ankles toward your knees. This manually helps push stagnant blood and fluid back toward your heart. And finally, walk every day if you possibly can. Even 20 minutes of walking does wonders for circulation. Your heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger with regular exercise. When you combine vitamin K2-rich foods with these simple daily habits, the results can be remarkable. People often notice improvements within weeks. The heavy feeling in their legs starts to lift. Night cramps become less frequent. Feet start to feel warmer. Varicose veins may become less prominent. Remember Margaret, the woman I mentioned earlier? She incorporated aged cheese and grass-fed butter into her daily meals while doing leg elevations and brief walks. The transformation was so dramatic that her adult children couldn't believe it was the same person who had been struggling to walk to the mailbox just months earlier. This isn't about taking handfuls of pills or following complicated protocols. This is about understanding what your body needs and providing it through simple, enjoyable foods that you can find in any grocery store. The beautiful thing about focusing on vitamin K2 is that you're not just improving circulation in your legs and feet. You're supporting your entire cardiovascular system. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard when your blood vessels are flexible and clear. Your brain gets better blood flow, which supports memory and cognitive function. Your kidneys, liver, and every other organ benefit from improved circulation. Many people spend thousands of dollars on treatments and supplements trying to improve their circulation, when the answer might be as simple as choosing grass-fed cheese over regular cheese, or pasture-raised eggs over conventional eggs. The research is clear. The testimonials are overwhelming. Vitamin K2 is truly the #1 nutrient for blood flow after age 50. And now you know exactly where to find it and how to use it. If you're experiencing any circulation symptoms, heavy legs, cold feet, night cramps, tingling, or restless legs, please don't dismiss them as just getting older. Your body is trying to tell you something important. It's asking for the nutrients it needs to maintain healthy blood flow. Start with just one simple change. Add some aged cheese to your lunch. Switch to pasture-raised eggs for breakfast. Use grass-fed butter instead of regular butter. Choose grass-fed beef when possible. These small changes can lead to dramatic improvements in how you feel. Remember, your body has an amazing ability to heal and restore itself when you give it the right building blocks. Vitamin K2 is one of those essential building blocks that becomes increasingly important as we age. Don't wait for symptoms to get worse. Don't accept poor circulation as inevitable. Take action today with this powerful, natural approach to better blood flow. Your legs, your heart, and your entire circulatory system will thank you. The path to better circulation starts with understanding what your body needs and then providing it consistently through the foods you eat every day. It's simple, it's natural, and it works. That's the beauty of supporting your body with proper nutrition rather than trying to force it with artificial solutions. Start today, be consistent, and prepare to be amazed at how much better you can feel when your circulation is working the way it should.